one between the Los Angeles Rams and the Dallas Cowboys. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that cloth's going to be on the ground.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Stafford now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, it's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift of momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was they backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. There he goes right side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Cowboys make over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back, and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
47.
On third down, it's Prescott. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Inside give to Elliott. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, kill! 47!
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
63 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Stafford to his #1 guy Cup for a Los Angeles first.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Stafford. Touchdown, Rams.
Tutu Atwell
from 21 yards away, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 14-10.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Here's Prescott. He's got Smith here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A first down carry by Elliott.
And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Run coverage excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
On 3rd down, Elliott. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
66 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46, 46. Hey, kill. 47.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Up the middle. Here's Elliott.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Kill.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
So the moment is finally at hand. What a season, CD. His 29th rushing touchdown of the year. No one in the history of the NFL has had more in a single season. And congratulations to him. What an achievement.
We certainly had the feeling early in the year, maybe week 2 or 3, but we talked to each other and thought this could really turn into something. But I don't know if either of us thought we'd get to this point. Maybe the best season ever by a running back in NFL history.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensive. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Under pressure, they got him again. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Hey, kill.
Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. The give is to Elliott. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
113 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
They go to Elliott again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
Myers' kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Going right back to Akers.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And on 3rd third down. The Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got third and have to be able to convert, and I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott, and the Rams got him. They bring him down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott now. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Stafford. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford. That's to the tight end, Davidson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Here's Stafford. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the fourth. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. From way up at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, kill.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 118 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
47. Kill. 26.
Again, it's Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth.
That's complete to Lamb. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
Kill. 47.
The slot man in motion right. A 20th carry here for Elliott.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
2nd and 8. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
47. Kill.
Now Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
That's caught. It's John Hightower. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field.
Now Elliott. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. And here's another kneel down as he'll try to set up the game winner. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they will take a knee here. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. This to advance to the divisional round. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs.